You know what I love? Games. You know what I don't have time for? Also games. So today we are looking at 8 of the best short, cozy games available on both the Nintendo Switch and PC so that you can use your minuscule amount of free time the best way possible. I asked you folks how long a short game has to be, and the majority of you came back with 5 hours or less, so that is the rule we're going to stick with today. Either these are games I have already played and loved, or they are on my list to play extremely soon, especially because I actually might be able to finish them within the year. I will list all of the prices and platforms for each of the games, and you can find that in the description down below. Grab yourselves a tea and let's get started. We are going in order of shortest short game to longest short game today, and that means kicking off with Sheepy: A Short Adventure. This one is only an hour long. I cannot wait to play it myself, as Sheepy looks so cute. You play as this little sheep plushie that has been brought to life, exploring a broken world. This is a fairly straightforward platformer that would serve as a great introduction to the genre if you happen to be new, but still an enjoyable time if you're not. Above everything, what makes this game so charming and so cozy and so moving is the level design and the music. You can't look at these pixels and tell me they are not beautiful. You can't look at this little guy bobbing around and not want to hug him. And you cannot listen to the soundtrack without feeling moved. The only negative thing I've seen in reviews for Sheepy: A Short Adventure is that it is too short. And honestly, that really just speaks to how wonderful this first game is from the developer Mr. Suicide Sheep. Not only is this game only an hour long, it is also free to play over on Steam, so you have absolutely no excuse. I honestly cannot believe that this game is flying under the radar and isn't getting so much hype. Please go and check it out. Continuing with our theme of short in the name is a game that I will continue to talk about in every single video I can until the end of time. A Short Hike. If you haven't played A Short Hike yet, I don't know what to tell you. I send my condolences, I am sorry for your loss, but threat not, this experience could still be yours, and if you do pick up this game, you will absolutely not regret it. Save this game for when you want 2 hours of uninterrupted game time, turn your phone onto aeroplane mode, and join Claire the Penguin, who is on a holiday on a small island with no phone reception. She has to earn feathers in order to scale the mountain. Along the way, you meet the island's residents and play mini games, and while it's only a short game, it is truly an experience to savor. Personally, I put off playing A Short Hike for such a long time until I just sat down one evening, set everything else aside and played it, and I wanted to know what all the hype was about. I guess I didn't believe it, but it's real, guys. It's such a lovely game. It will forever be among my favorites and one of those reasons that I love cozy gaming. Next up is a short game that I love to sit down with and unwind with at the end of the day, often with something like Netflix on in the background. This is a game that you can play with your one remaining brain cell, and I love that for us. Donut Country is a simple and very silly puzzle game where you control a hole in the ground that gets bigger as it swallows up more objects. There is a fun storyline to follow, and I especially loved getting to read the descriptions of some of the objects that get swallowed up, but mostly I just enjoy the simplicity of life as a whole. This sounds weird, doesn't it? I know, just bear with me. It's really fun to start off as this little hole and ending up devouring entire barns and buildings. It's goofy, it's light-hearted fun, and I would gladly play this game over. Another game I love that has great replayability is Sayonara Wild Hearts. This is a dreamy, funky rhythm game that is fairly easy to complete, but definitely difficult to master. It had me mesmerized the entire time, but also cursing at the screen after messing up the same section 10 times in a row. It truly is a game of balance. I found the levels in Sayonara to be super creative, and the story was simple but powerful as you follow a heartbroken woman learning to love herself. Oh, and Queen Latifah is the narrator in this game, so you kind of have to play it. This next game is one that I haven't personally played, but watched my friend Parry play over on YouTube, and I was mesmerized. I was in a trance the entire time. Before watching any of Abzu, I honestly thought it would be super boring to just play as a diver, exploring underwater with no enemies or risks of danger. But boy was I wrong. Through just watching Abzu, I think I effectively meditated for 2 whole hours and felt so calm for the rest of the day. This game is my safe space. This game is mesmerizingly beautiful, and I love how the story of the world unravels in front of your eyes the deeper your diver goes. The only real negative I have is that the price is quite steep compared to a lot of other short games, so it can feel like you're spending a lot for not a lot of game time, but it is truly beautiful. It's from the same art director as Journey, so of course it is. And if you feel like you'll love it, but you want to wait for a sale, I don't think you'll regret picking it up one bit. Now we get to games I haven't played yet but are 100% next on my list, and I'll start off with a very funky looking one, Golf Club Wasteland. Although it's called Golf Club Nostalgia now. Now I'm not a huge golf person, but mini golf and funky golf games like this absolutely have my heart. In Golf Club Nostalgia, Earth has been abandoned, but occasionally the rich return to play a few rounds of golf. You get to play your rounds in rotting shopping centres under the watchful eye of glowing cows, all the while listening to funky tunes on the radio. And this radio is also giving you little snippets of information so you can work out why everyone left Earth in the first place. I'm a huge fan of the film WALL-E, and this game has a little bit of that charm mixed in here, along with stunning visuals similar to our first game, Sheepy. Basically, I'm just very easily pleased by a neon world to explore and cool music, and if you feel the same way, then definitely give this quick golf game a try. You may be shocked to learn this, as I am a cozy gaming YouTuber, but I am yet to play Coffee Talk. I know. I don't know how or why I haven't played it yet, because honestly I am really keen to try it out, but so far I just haven't played it, and this is my vow to you that I will be very soon. I think that, like Abzu, I struggle to see exactly what made it a game, and in this case I think it's best described as an experience. A simulation of human life in a coffee shop, listening to their problems and making them a nice drink, a visual novel full of soul, and a thoughtful game with a great cast of characters, and I've heard there are a few different ways the story can go depending on your drink choices throughout your playthrough. I don't want to ruin the story for you or for myself, so let's leave it there and just agree to go and play Coffee Talk. Lastly, we come to the longest game on this list at 5 hours of gameplay, and definitely a goofy and lighthearted one to end on, and that is Katamari Damacy Reroll. I've pretty much realised that this is similar and yet the total opposite of Donut Country, as instead of becoming a large hole, you're becoming a very large ball. But the premise remains the same. You are gathering everything you possibly can per level in order to make something big enough to become a star. That's the game really. There is something that looks really fun about these various levels full of funky stuff and rolling them up. I have no questions, I have no further thoughts, that is a solid game as it is. Katamari Damacy was originally released on the PS2, but this reroll version has updated graphics and is available on a whole host of platforms, making it super easy to roll into your collection. See what I did there? Yeah, roll. Get it? Yeah. I love short games for so many reasons. Often they focus on telling an amazing story and they can get pretty emotional. They can feel like a movie in that way, and not every game has to be huge and open-ended. They are usually cheaper, which is of course a huge bonus, but honestly the best part for me now as an adult who has to work and cook and stuff, I have so much less time to dedicate to gaming and dedicating to myself, so it is amazing having these short games that I can just fully dedicate myself to for an hour or so at a time, and actually get them finished is really wonderful. I cannot be the only person that loves ticking something off their checklist, and games are something it also is super rewarding to check off that list. It is not just chores. You can add gaming as part of your routine. That can be part of the self-care that you need. We are all giving so much to other people and to work, and we need to make sure that we are filling up ourselves as well, and short games I think are a great way to do that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you liked this selection, and I would love to know what short cozy games you love. Let me know down in the comments. If you liked this video, you know what to do, and if you'd like more cozy gaming news, reviews and recommendations, please do hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.